it's been a little bit of a weird period for you coming off the international break and then into the bye. It's been a little bit strange without any games of football.
Yeah, it's been a little bit tough for us actually. We had a good win against Perth, and then going into the international break, like everyone else, was fine. And then obviously the extra week with the bye. A little bit strange. Probably lost a little bit of momentum, but it is what it is. We just have to cope with it. We've had 2 pretty good weeks on the training track, to be honest. So, ready to go. Who knows? We might be a little bit rusty. You lack a little bit of that momentum and that week-to-week tough 90 minutes. So, just have to cope with it.
Do you adapt your training in any way, play some match simulation, that kind of thing?
Yeah, we've done a fair bit of that through the pre-season anyway. So, we train. Most of our training sessions are of high intensity anyway, and we had a little internal trial as well, and some other match simulations that put us under a little bit of stress. So, in terms of our physical prep, we're in pretty good shape.
What was it like watching everyone in the competition fly off to Sydney last week and take part in your night round, quite a unique point of the league, and then you guys are sitting at home?
Oh yeah, it was fine. As I said, it is what it is. It's part of the programming, and we just have to adapt to it. And it was actually just nice to, without the stresses of preparing for a game, just sitting back and watching.
You get Aziz Beige back this week, your captain. What does it mean to have him back in the squad?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important to have Aziz back. Obviously he's our captain. He leads from the front. He's on top of all the small little things that happen on the training park and also off the pitch as well. So he got a little bit of game time as well with the Socceroos. So obviously we lost him for a couple of weeks with suspension, but he was able to play just over an hour with the national team. So he's in pretty good shape as well. So really pleasing to have him back.
Obviously, your stocks in the striker position are a little bit low as well. You get Arian Suleimani back this week. Is he ready to go for a start if required? And then what does that balance look like with Mehmedi as well? He got his goal last time out.
Yeah, look, they're both young kids learning the game, and Medin, obviously being a little bit younger, had his start over the last couple of weeks and scored against Perth and done very well. Arian's back from his little niggle, so again, guys who haven't had a hell of a lot of game time, but super enthusiastic, and they're going to give us a lot of energy.
We said Patrick in here, and he was talking about the Wanderers saying their points total probably don't quite reflect the quality of their team. Do you agree with that?
100%. They're extremely quite a young team, very energetic, very aggressive, free-flowing in terms of, I think they're the highest goal scorers in the league, so they're very dangerous going forward. So there is no game that is easy. There's no game that you can say this is a guaranteed 3 points. We're playing home. We have to just be ready for a super competitive opponent, and if we can match that, and we should match that, then I know our football is good enough to win the game.
There's been plenty of conversation about Juan Mata and what his role in the Western Sydney team is. Obviously, that's a decision for Alan Stajic, but does it put extra work on you because you have to plan for both scenarios if he does start or
not? Look, yes and no. We've spoken about that, if he's going to be in the team or he's not going to be in the team. So at the end, the planning is not totally different. Obviously, when he plays, their team probably adapts a little bit differently than what they did last week. So we'll just wait until the beginning of the game, see if he lines up. Or if he lines up, great. I think it's a great opportunity for our fans to have a look at a world-class player. And if he doesn't, then it is what it is, and we'll just cope with that.
Aurelio,
Have you?
you used Nathaniel Atkinson last time on the left-hand side of defence, obviously, as he's now coming back in. Just how valuable is it to have a player like Nate in your squad who you've used in midfield and you can use on either side of defence, you can use on the wing? Just what's it like having him in the squad this season?
Oh, look, I think not just because it's Nate, but I think having one or two of those types of players in your squad is important. We also got Steve Vulgagovic, who can also play a number of roles for the team. If we need him to play at right back, he can do that. If he had to play it as a right central defender or a central defender, we know he can do that. So it's good to have flexibility, and Nate is like that. I think we've chucked him in at central midfield. Last week he played at left back. We know he's an exceptional right back, so good to have guys who are very flexible in positions.
Just one last one. Obviously, it's been 3 weeks since you've played a game, but also 2 of those first 4 games were interstate. Only one was actually a proper home game. You must be really excited to get back to Amy Park, play in front of the City fans, especially being a double-header too, which should be a good day out for the City faithful. Yeah,
it's going to be a great day. Obviously, the women are playing before us, and nice always. It's always the surroundings are a lot more comfortable when you're playing home, obviously. So it's nice. We've done probably a couple of the most difficult trips away to Perth and Newcastle, and we obviously still got a few more to go. It's early in the season. Those difficult trips away from home, but nice to actually go away from home and pick up maximum points from 2 difficult opponents. So nice to obviously be back home in front of our fans as well. So it's been a bit of time between drinks in terms of our last game, but looking forward to it.